What's going on, guys? It's Polar here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you guys like a full in-depth red hive and what you want, like what kind of bees you want. As you can see, we have around 27 trillion honey saved up. Hopefully that should be enough for converting all the bees and trying to find a good double amulet. So real quick, we're just going to be looking for a double amulet. The two double amulet passives that we want is Scorching Saw and Start. Wow. Okay, that's an insane roll, but it's blue pollen, so we don't really want it. I mean, if you're low on honey, you could also get Scorching Star and Star Shower, but I highly recommend Scorching Star and Star Saw. Scorching Star, Star Shower, blue, dude. You can't make this stuff up. I'm most likely gonna have to go with this. Wow, Scorching Star, Star Shower. I guess I have to go with this. That's crazy. I've actually never got this unlucky, but wow, that's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna replace this really quickly and equip new amulet. All right, and I'm gonna go to the bees, get myself some royal jelly real quick, and start converting my bees over to a red hive. Yo, what's going on? So I just finished the hive, and before you guys roast me, I know that a lot of these bees aren't gifted, but I'm just showing you what you want in a red hive. And if I am missing anything, please let me know in the comment section down below. So let's begin. Obviously, you want basic bee gifted because of the 1.2 times pollen. The only rare bee that you want, in my opinion, is, this is optional, but you could have Brave Bee in the hive just because it gives 1+1 bee attack, and that scales really well with, you know, super crit and all that. Hasty Bee, I would probably get Hasty Bee if you're boosting, just because of the extra haste and the plus 20% player movement speed. So I mean, both these bees are optional, but you can have them theoretically in your hive, and you know, all the other ones you don't really want. So now on to epic bees. The only two bees that you genuinely want is, well, first of all, Commander Bee, you obviously, I don't know if you want, I don't think you want this, just because of the fact that, you know, it only gives 3% crit chance, and it's way better if you, like, replace it with a Spicy or Precise, but, yeah, I don't know if you really need Commander, just because it gets overshadowed with, super crit. Now, for Fire Bee. I've been testing Fire Bee, and I do get a little bit more pollen with it. However, I don't think that it's genuinely needed, because Flame isn't gonna be your main source of pollen. So I don't really think that you need this Fire Bee. So it's, in my opinion, it's optional. So Rage Bee you could have if you have a Toy Horn. The bee equipped toy horn. If you don't have it, I would not recommend getting it, but it does give an extra bee attack, rage, and token link, so you know, it's optional. You could either replace it with a Precise or a Fire Bee, it doesn't really matter. Riley Bee you don't want because of field capacity. Obviously you don't want this because it's going to be instant converting. So for Shock Bee, I don't really recommend getting this bee, just because, you know, you don't really want the gifted bonus of white pollen, and it's not really that useful. Okay, so now on to the legendary bees. So for legendary bees, you want 4 baby bees. 3 to 4 baby bees is a good amount of baby bees for the baby love. And for the tadpoles, you don't really want the tadpoles just because the baby bees are replaceable, and it's how do I explain? Baby bees are more consistent with their baby love, so that's why you want to put baby bee instead of tadpole. 3 carpenter bees is good. You can put 1 more carpenter bee for like a rage bee, but in my opinion, 3 carpenter bee is good. Demon bee you don't want because bomb pollen you don't really need. Now for music bee. So the reason I only have 1 music bee is because of the fact that you really don't need the token link, the focus, and the melody, just because you're going to be obviously having a lot of precise bees, so you don't really genuinely need the token link, and you have other bees that give token link. The focus you don't really need, because if you have more than 9 precise bees, you will always stay at max focus. And the melody, you don't really need, critical power, just because the meta for the red hive is going to be super crit, and super crit is what genuinely carries red hives. So in my opinion, you only need 1. Okay, and now on for shy bees. Shy bee is insanely good because of its passive, the red bomb, red boost, and the 5% bee ability pollen. And it does do really well with festive bee, so definitely get 1 shy bee. Now for precise and spicy. So genuinely, I only really think that you need 8 precise bees. Just because with 8 precise bees, you have like a decent rotation. I think you have, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have pretty much an infinite rotation. And I don't see myself having more than 8 precise bees. I mean, you could get like 10 if you really want. But in my opinion, you only need 8 precise bee, and I would rather have like an additional fire bee, just because of the fact that, I mean, additional spicy bee, just because of the, the flames that it gives and the scaling that it does with your scorching star. And again, you don't want tadpole bees, just because baby bees are more consistent. Now for vector bees. So the ratio that you want vector to carpenter is genuinely like 2 to 3 carpenters and like around 8 vectors. You could get 7 if you really want, but 8 is a good amount. It's pretty good for its pollen marks and its gifted mark surge, so it's pretty good. Now for the event bees, you want gifted bear bee, obviously. And you really need these 2 bees. You want the festive bee just because of the Christmas Beesmas cheer that it gives, which is like 2 times convert, 2 times spawn, which scales really well with like other bees like carpenter, all the bees that give convert rate. Crimson bee obviously you want because of the 10% instant red conversion. And gummy bee you want. Gummy bee in my opinion is optional, just because you don't really need 5% honey per pollen. So gummy bee is definitely optional. But if you already have the gummy bee gifted, then just keep it, Photon bee is insanely good because of its haste, its gifted high bonus of 5% instant conversion, and the beam storm is actually really good. Because if gifted, the pollen is all of the pollen that it gives is instantly converted. So Photon bee is really good. Puppy bee you don't want. Vicious bee you do not want, just because it's blue. It gives blue bomb, but even though it does the summon spikes, it's not that good for red. Windy bee you really don't want, just because its tornado takes away all your haste stacks, and you don't really have that much to benefit. Whereas if you're putting it in like a gifted fire bee or something like that, so it could easily be replaced with a gifted fire bee. So in my opinion, you do not want Windy bee, you do not want a vicious, and you definitely do not want puppy bee. In my opinion, puppy bee is probably one of the worst bees right now. But if you're trying to level up your hive, definitely get the gifted puppy bee because of its bombs from treats. Okay, and so right now I'm going to be showing you which nectars you want. And starting off with the tacky planter. The tacky planter, you want to have it in sunflower field. And for the pesticide planter, you want to have that one in strawberry field. Have the candy planter in pepper patch for that invigorating nectar. So those are pretty much the 3 areas that you want your planters to be in. And if you have petal planter you could you should put in pineapple patch. yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to hit that like button down below. And if I did miss anything, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys.